that sun will disappear. And of course, that's because we are in the path of totality, which begins here later this morning, all the way in Oregon, heads down to the southeast to South Carolina. I'm just having to check out some of the toys. These are pretty fun, even though I think the size on this bike may be a little bit wrong. For the past 20 years, the Champaign-Urbana Elks Club has been working very hard to make sure that bottles like this stay off local roadways and instead end up where they're supposed to be. If you thought you had to do the 5-hour drive and head to Music Row to see the best of Nashville, turns out you don't. You just have to head to downtown Champaign. One of the things you notice right away when you watch a carving demo like this is the amazing attention to detail. How one wrong move can cause some big problems. Definitely shows you need to know what you're doing. I have to say, when I'm out here, I think I've officially found the new town I want to move to, because where else could you ride a carousel outside, then go skating, and then walk down the street and buy yourself a brand new Harley Davidson? And Lawrence Schluter was known for those signature overalls and, of course, his famous fried chicken that he served at Bibb's Country Restaurant. But more importantly, he was known as a friend to the community. Visitors here to the old state capitol are able to gain a unique perspective when it comes to Lincoln history. That's because it was in this very building that Lincoln first held elected office and learned the fundamentals that would, decades later, lead him to the White House.
Ryan Burk found out how the community is coming together to make her dream a reality.
Who are you calling on your phone? Mickey. Mickey again?
When you walk into Brianna Singh's bedroom, you don't have to look far to figure out what makes her smile.
She smiles. That's all she does is smile.
Smiles that are all the more amazing because of a life full of challenges that are anything but something to smile about.
She actually shows me how strong she can be. I never thought I could be as strong as I am, but she's actually been the one that has taught me how to be strong. Yeah, Mickey, Donald, Minnie, Goofy.
Bree has Alexander's disease, a rare neurological disorder that has caused this once healthy girl to endure seizures and progressively lose her ability to walk.
I get memories on my Facebook, or, you know, you run into pictures in your photo album and you see where she used to walk, you know, and used to be able to do things that she can't now, and it breaks my heart.
It's why her mom wants to give her a 10th birthday to remember, a visit to her favorite place.
I asked her one thing that she wanted to do for her 10th birthday, and she said she would like to go back to Disney World. So that's where we're going to go.
Bree had a chance to go previously thanks to Make-A-Wish. It was a trip of a lifetime.
We have definitely a lot of memories from that day. We went January 2017. And everything, that's all she talks about. Obviously, you can tell, I mean, she's a big Disney fanatic.
Now that she's trying to go back, her mom is raising funds in a unique way.
Well, I'm throwing a 5K at Fairview Park in Decatur. It's on April 28th. Even just to have people just come out and be able to meet her and show her love and let her show them the love so they can all see what I'm talking about, that she impacts people's life for the better.
Hoping a community will come together to let Bree forget about her struggles.
Tell Minnie. Tell her. Say, leave the doors open, we're coming.
And bring this girl full of smiles to the happiest place on earth.
Hundreds of people flocked to the campus at Eastern Illinois University this week to check out a flower that has gained a reputation for giving off a very unique scent.
And Ryan Burk headed there to check it out.
With bright, fragrant flowers in bloom all around campus, the greenhouse at Eastern Illinois University is a beautiful place at sunset. But tonight, the crowd is turning their attention away from the beauty and focusing it on the smelly.
It smells like rotten egg. I could smell it all the way from, like, outside the greenhouse.
It really smells like rotting meat, and it is intense.
Greenhouse manager Stephen Malhorn has watched this corpse flower grow from a seed, and when it blooms, the smell is hard to ignore.
When you're standing next to it when it's blooming, you can actually taste the odor.
It's what attracted hundreds of visitors looking to snap a selfie and get a smell.
2018, it is blooming for its 6th time. This Baedex producing the aroma of rotting meat, and the spathe looking like rotting meat is what it uses to attract flies, which are the pollinators.
The flower, which only blooms for one day every 2 years, is distinct in the plant world.
It will be open all night, and then the following morning it is done. The inflorescence will start to fade, it will start to close up again, and it's done blooming.
And while the foul scent is only fleeting, Malhorn says he's just glad it's piqued people's interest.
It is something that you really have to smell at least once in your life.
Inspiring a natural curiosity all through your nostrils.
At least I can breathe through my nose. That's the good thing.
It's a quiet morning along the Middle Fork River, and for Jeff Comstad, the only sound is the water flowing over the rocks, and perhaps of his paddle hitting the water.
Very peaceful, honestly. I mean, just hearing the water behind me and the birds chirping and feeling that nice breeze, because it's a nice cool breeze, it makes me whole, I think.
It's a feeling Comstad and the rest of the staff at conservation organization Prairie Rivers Network want to share with the world.
Nature makes you feel good, and that's why I like coming out here.
It's why they're getting ready to host a free event called Day at the Fork on May 19th, where the community can come together to appreciate the beauty of this body of water.
We're going to have some paddling trips up north. They start at 10. We're going to have some nature walks that start at 9. We're going to have 2 of those. We're going to have a fishing derby that goes from 1 to 3 for kids at the lake over on the other side. And it's just really an event to get people out in nature, to celebrate this wonderful river and this beautiful place.
While the goal of Saturday's event is to show off how great the river is, another goal is to show people the many challenges it faces, namely an ongoing issue involving chemicals getting into the water because of coal ash runoff.
To get people out in nature and to see something like this and to experience it, it kind of changes what people think about a place and why, and then they see why it needs to be protected, because you bring your kids out here and you get them out in the water and they're playing, and that's a memory that your family will be able to take for years.
A unique approach to getting people to appreciate and conserve this national scenic river so that the peace and quiet can be enjoyed well down the road.